If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please consider liking it because I'm terrible at FIFA and I need all the self-esteem I can get. If you're interested in football shirts, football boots or anything football related, go check out my Depop. The link for that is also down below. If you do need any coins, head over to u7buystore.com. Use the code TVM at checkout for a discount. The link is in the description. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the Brentford FM22 save. We have had a good run of form, medium run of form, what the hell happened kind of form. Let me scroll down and show you where we're at here. So I've moved the camera as per request of a couple of people. If you don't want to see it this side, I'll put it back on the other side. I thought it was okay personally, but we'll see how it goes over here. So we got a point against Liverpool, which was amazing, really. We actually went a goal up. And then against Everton, this was a really frustrating game because we went 4-0 down. And in all honesty, it could have been 5-4 to us. It just does not show you and tell you the whole story. We had a goal disallowed with Firmino. It was level. I don't care what anyone says. It was level. He's onside. Onuachu missed an open goal, essentially. And then they scored 4 somehow. And then we scored 2. Which would have made it 4-4. And then right at the death, I say right at the death, it was about 70 minutes or so, Firmino threw on goal, one-on-one with Pickford, and he hits the bar. Should have scored. We should have won that game 5-4. The bare minimum, it should have been 4-4, but that's life. Lost against Spurs, they did exactly what they did to us last time we played them, I think, where we went a goal up, we looked quite comfortable, and then out of nowhere they just scored 2 goals. And it was a late goal as well. It was 2 Tony Martinez goals. Last time it was 2 Dele Alli goals. Now, though, we go into the Europa League Conference quarter-final first leg. We need to win, not just this game. We need to win the whole competition. The league is gone. Yeah. Why have I clicked Liverpool? Force of habit. The league is gone. We are not going to get where we want to be. See, I just feel like the camera's in the way now. We're not going to finish where I want to finish. We are now 6 points off the pace of 7th. To be fair, the target was to try and push Champions League as best we can. Leeds? How? I don't know. But I don't think we're going to be able to push it anymore, to be fair. We have a fairly difficult run of games as well. We still have Arsenal and Manchester United left to play. Both of those teams riding high at the top of the Premier League. Well, Man United are. Arsenal not so much, but they are still a third-place team. I'm not sure if we have Man City left to play. I think we've played them twice. But I honestly, with Chelsea and Spurs that close behind as well, I think we can probably kiss goodbye to 10th place. Spurs have 2 games in hand. Chelsea have got 1 game in hand. It is going to be squeaky bum time. We are going to be around 12th or 13th, by maybe not 13th, but 12th by the end of the season if we don't buck up our ideas. In terms of games we have left, look, you can't see them. Whose idea was this? So, do you know what? I don't like it. It's back where it belongs, and I don't care what anyone says. So we have Partizan, of course. Then we have Arsenal between both of the legs of the Europa Conference quarterfinal. Then we play Chelsea, which is a huge game for us if we want to try and stay above them. Then Fulham, which is a nice game because they are more or less relegated. Manchester City, 3rd or 4th in the Premier League. Man United, 2nd in the Premier League, pushing for the title. They beat Crystal Palace 7-1, most recent result. And then we play Bournemouth and Wolves, which, I mean, Bournemouth should be straightforward, but we are away. And then Wolves at the end of the season may not count for anything because we may be dead and buried by then. But without any further ado, the team to play... Oh, hang on a minute. No, not without any further ado at all, because we have some problems here, right? We have a few problems. First of which, Barisic, as you know, out for the season, pretty much. The second one is David Raya. Picked up an injury as well. Suffered a hamstring strain in training. He was out for a month, which puts him out for not only the first leg, but the second leg of the Partizan game. It also puts him out for the Arsenal game and quite possibly the Chelsea game, and I think maybe even the Man City game as well. He could be out for the season, right? So it means that Jakupovic, a player who has only played, I think, 1 game all season for us, 2 games, and he's conceded 7 goals in those 2 games as well. He is now going to have to step in as our number 1. What has happened to this football team? And Babu coming back from injury, so unfortunately he will not play this game. I'm going to play... I can't remember his name. I'm going to drop Stanisic and I'm going to put Babu on the bench. I think we're allowed 7 subs, not 8. So Stanisic is going to miss out. Maitland-Niles will play. I'm giving responsibility to Seguin over anyone else because honestly, he's the only man in this team I trust. We've made, before we even get into the football as well, we've made a signing. It's April, but I've gone for it. I have spent every single penny that we have and will have in the future on a player that doesn't even fit the system. Why? Because since I started the game, he's been tearing the Premier League up, and I wanted him. He doesn't play in any of the positions that you see on screen. Am I going to change the system to suit him? No. I would say play him out of position. He can kind of play there, but I'm going to force him and train him to play in one of 2 positions. Now, I spent a lot of money on this guy. 37 million up front. Rafinha. I've just remembered that we have this guy coming as well, which is a bit of a problem because the position I want to play Rafinha in is actually Ignacio Diaz's position. But 37 million up front, potentially rising to 121 million. It won't rise to 121. It'll go to about 91. 30 million of this deal was... I don't know if we can actually see the... No, what? Oh, that's his current contract. I was going to say. Nah, yeah, see, if we were in the Champions League, we could have got him for 70 million. Basically, I said, if we win the Premier League in the next 3 years, you can have an extra 30 million. We can't even finish 7th. We're not going to win the Premier League. The reason I went for him, they've played him in these 2 positions here, which we play, obviously. Central attacker midfield and a striker. Now, I've got Adeyemi coming at the end of the season. Chances are I won't need him as a striker. However, as a central attacking midfield player, I feel like he's better than Griffo. Much better. And he's Premier League experienced as well. He will be a very, very good asset. Gets a lot of goals, gets a lot of assists, as you can see. Big fan of this guy. Big fan. In real life and in FM. So, hopefully... they can maybe play him there a little bit more. And then by the time we get him, he'll be comfortable. And then we can just train him how to play as a central attacking midfield player. And if we ever change the system, we can then push him out wide. Should we get into this game? Because I'm starting to get a little bit of anxiety. It's a big European night in Partizan. They have Hendrik in the midfield. They have Lazar Markovic as well on the right-hand side. I didn't even look at their team before we started because I thought they're not going to have anyone I recognise. I only glanced at 2 players then and I knew both of them. So, Jovic on this side? Which Jovic is that? It's not the Jovic we know. Or is it? Did he just not have a picture? Hang on. Whoa. Is it the Jovic from Real Madrid? No, it's not. It can't be. Anyway, let's continue. We have a highlight here. It's a corner whipped in. Cleared by Ricardo. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. I've got a PlayStation controller in front of me trying to play the game. Here's Wallace. Good ball through to Onuachu. Can you square it? He does. Nino! 1-0. And, hey, the referee doesn't want to have a look at VAR. What an absolute novelty. Because in every single goal that I've scored recently, or rather we've scored recently, VAR has had something to say about it. Great ball through to Onuachu. The vision to get that ball across. Marking is absolutely atrocious. And Firmino with a tap-in. Firmino is a player that we may have to say goodbye to at the end of the season. He's on loan. We do have the option to buy him for 31, which is 31 million, by the way, not £31. So I would be more than happy to take him on. I would love to be able to take him on. I just don't think we're going to have enough money because I've now spent it all on Rafinha. The other thing is, of course, do we need to spend the money on Firmino? Because we have Adeyemi coming, who on paper is actually better than Firmino. And Rafinha will be able to play as a striker as well. And we still have Patena and Onuachu and Magno. So, to be honest, even though Firmino has proven himself as a fantastic player, we probably don't even need him as he scores. I think he's offside there, to be fair. So before I actually praise him, I think he's offside. VAR is going to come over, obviously. I'm saying it to you as if you can feel the anger, because is he on? Nah, he's got to be off, right? I'm just really annoyed still at that Everton goal. Oh, it did count. Well, what do you know? Firmino is the player that I thought he was, and if I've got 30 million, maybe. Now, there are other areas of the pitch that need strengthening, I think. I'm still not comfortable with the right wing-back position, and Babu just gets injured every time he kicks a football. Now, come on, that looked more offside than Firmino's one. Oh, come on now. He's got this ball out on the right, swings it in. No, he doesn't. Hendrick swings it in. Doesn't he? Not even looking. Plays the best ball you've ever seen. Jakupovic isn't looking either. And Lazar Markovic is the one that puts it in. Well, it went from being a super comfortable game to, oh, well, they've scored and they know how to score. That's problematic. Didn't know they had Lazar Markovic, though. Wonder if he's actually any good. Probably not. Well, he scored. Who else have they got, did they say? They had Hendrick as well, which is a really weird signing for Partizan. We're still 2-1 up here. They haven't really had that many chances, if I'm honest. We've just had the ball cleared off the line by the looks of things. That was a weird place to start a highlight. Bastoni in for Barisic, of course. He is a natural left wing back, so I'm not too bothered about that. Firmino for the hat-trick. Good save from the keeper. Can he recycle? Excellent defending on the line. And again, and Griffo has hit the post. Oh my God. That's where Rafinha's going to score. I'm telling you. That's why I bought him. That's what 91 million will get you. A tap-in from 6 yards. But to be honest, he couldn't manage it, so I will take it. Maximovic to come on for Seguin. Is Seguin playing well? No, not particularly. 6.9. Bastoni's not playing particularly well either, to be honest. But Maitland-Niles is already on the pitch. And looks a little bit knackered. I might bring Aguerd on for Aya. Do I want to do that? Is that a bit stupid? I'm going to move Nianzou. Oh, what are you doing? Hello? No, I want to move things. I keep looking because my microphone's in the way of the buttons, by the way. Like in this bottom left-hand corner. So I'm like having to look around it. I think 20 minutes left. Oh, it's such a precarious scoreline because, yeah, we've got the win and we are away from home. Should I just... I should, shouldn't I? Do you know what I'm going to? Seawald on for Griffo. We are going to shut the shop. We're not open for business anymore. I do not want any part of it. Drop the defensive line a little bit. Force the opponents out wide. Apparently they can cross, but we'll cope. And just shorter passing, really. Lower the tempo. Sometimes waste, or frequently waste, time. Play for some set pieces as well. And Bob is your uncle. Let's also encourage the fellas to... Apparently they didn't like that. Should have praised them maybe because they're winning. Who knows? If I get another chance to shout, maybe I'll try and raise their spirits. Well done, team. Yeah, they love it. Fantastic. It would have been nice to get another goal as Maximovic takes a corner. Wallace is in there. It's over the bar. It would have been nice to go back home with a 3-1 win. However, a win's a win away from home. We know this because against the Cyprian side, we bottled it. So, I've learned my lesson. Didn't want to get greedy and just push for more goals. Shut the shop. Take the win. Go back home and just see the game out. That's all we need to do. And that's exactly what we're going to do next. I'll tell you what, right? I've just looked at this kid because I just praised him for scoring 2 goals. He's valued at between 118 and 142 million. I've got the option to buy him for 31 million and I'm like, nah, we don't need him. I could just buy him and sell him. I mean, the thing is, on paper, he's fantastic. He's only 22. He could be one of the world's best at some point. He is absolutely fantastic. I just don't know whether we're going to have enough money to buy him. That's the problem. So we are back and ready to play in the second leg against Partizan. I am going defensive. I don't really care about getting more goals. I mean, I know it's such a precarious situation to be in because you're 2-1 up. If they score, all of a sudden we need to switch things. We need to score goals. We are a very good team. We're not. We're a decent side. We're better than they are. I trust we have enough in us, even playing defensively, to be able to beat them. Should we have a look to see what team they're playing? Because last time I recognised 2 players and only glanced at it. So they are going for Lazar Markovic again. They are putting Hendrik on the bench this time. And I don't think I recognise any of the other players. So the 2 that I recognise are the only ones that I actually do recognise full stop. If we can get an early goal, maybe that's what I should have done. You know, set up for the early goal and then just drop back and shut the doors. But we'll see how this goes. We have a highlight. And we've scored, but I have a feeling it's offside. We've played 24 minutes. That is quite literally the first highlight. We've only had 1 shot on target the entire game so far. They have done nothing. They've not been able to get anywhere near us. The goal has been awarded. We are now 3-1 up on aggregate. I am very confident from here that we can go on and win the game. We did play a league game in the middle of the 2 legs against Arsenal, and I forgot to show you what happened in that game. So without me telling you what happened, I will just show you after we have finished here. But needless to say, we didn't win. But last time we played them, we lost 5-0. So yeah, we'll see what the result was at the end. Firmino has missed a sitter. He could have gone across the keeper. He kicked it straight down the line, went near post instead. We've got an in-swinging corner here with Bastoni. It's cleared by the defender. As far as Jovic as well, I thought for a second we were going to have a counter on our hands. We did not. I know at 3-1 against Partizan, I should be pleased. And I should be like, you know what? Game's done. I'm happy. We've probably won this. Because we're already defensive. We're a tight unit at the moment. We're doing all right in this game. But I want another goal. But I don't want to push it, you know. I don't want to be like, go for a goal. But I'm hoping that we get one. Onuachu out to Bastoni. Can he put a good ball in? He puts a ball in. And Onuachu's there to finish. No need for VAR. Thank you very much. Good night, Irene. We are through to the semi-finals, barring a Blackburn Rovers style collapse. It would need to be worse than a Blackburn Rovers collapse. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, last episode, I'm pretty sure it was last episode, or was it the episode before, we gave away a 2-0 lead against Blackburn Rovers, who are bottom of the league, rooted to the bottom. They've got no chance of surviving, and we still bottled the game. So, barring a collapse like that, we should be good. 57 minutes into the game, and we have ourselves a highlight. I tell you what, if Partizan score here, and the referee doesn't want to know, that's going to count all of a sudden. Plenty of the game left. I know this from my time against Everton. There is every chance they come back here and cause us problems. That goal worries me, but if they score one more, then we really are in trouble, because I just, you can just feel the bottle coming. We're going to stick with it for a second and just hope that that clock runs down. I do have half an eye on our next game against Chelsea, but I would far rather focus on this competition, because I feel like we can actually win this competition. We've got no chance of doing anything in the league. Declan Rice needs to come off. I'm going to bring Seguin on, and I'm going to move those 2 around. I just trust Seguin, you know? I don't trust anyone else. I trust Seguin. And Babu off for Maitland-Niles. I'm just looking to bring fresh legs on more than anything. I'm not really looking to do much more than that. Griffo can come on for Onuachu. He can't play there, I know. We'll move him back, and we'll treat him as a shadow striker. Confirm the changes. We've brought even more defensive option on now, because now we've got a player further to link the midfield to the strikers. So, if anything, to be fair, we might actually nick another goal out of this. As I say that, Griffo has a free kick deep in our own half. Played long. Rosic collects. That isn't good, because now they can build from the back. And by build, I mean they can knock it long. And they can get the head down to Hendrik, who I think came on for Lazar Markovic. Ball played in from deep, cleared by Aguerd. Maitland-Niles can't get there. I don't like this, because if they score... Oh, if that had gone in, I don't think I'd have been able to watch the last 7 minutes. Let's just praise the boys, because they are... I mean, we are winning at the end of the day. If I encourage them, they might get a little bit annoyed at me as well. They tend to do that. I don't know why. Another attack, though, for Partizan goalkeeper. I keep forgetting as well, we've got Jakupovic in goal. So, no wonder we're conceding. He's not built for this. He really isn't. and he hasn't played much all season. So, to be fair, ball knocked down to Firmino. Oh, that is cultured. What a finish that is. And the referee doesn't want to know. I thought for a second he might be offside. Brilliant bit of football. Griffo with an assist. And what a finish from Firmino to send us through to the next round. It all started from that big kick up field as well. He's not told to do that. Griffo, of all people, wins the header. And Firmino, oh, that is magnificent. What a finish. The semi-final just got a little bit harder, though. We've got Lille. I'm not a massive fan of that. I mean, to be fair, it was either Lille, Marseille, or Real Sociedad. And now all of a sudden, I just feel like we've gone from being... I've gone from feeling we can win this to I don't think there's a chance we can win it now. That's a lie. There is a chance, obviously, but I don't have any confidence in us being able to beat Lille or one of the other two teams if we manage to progress. In the other game that we played, in between the two Europa Conference games, of course, Arsenal, we lost 2-0. Ivan Toney scored against us, of course he did. To be fair, we lost 5-0 in the reverse fixture, so I'm not too displeased with that. Because the Europa League Conference semi-final is by far the biggest fixture left in our calendar. I don't care about Chelsea, Man City, or even Man United. We're going to come back for the next game against Lille. If we get absolutely slaughtered and we have no chance of winning the second leg, I'll give up on it. We'll play Man City. But otherwise, it'll be another European double-header and we'll play the first and second leg and see if we can progress into the final. If you have enjoyed this episode of the FM Save, hit the like button. FM Save? Brentford FM Save. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.